Hello friends, thanks for stopping by. Today we are talking healthy hair. So many of you wanted to know what I do, what I take, what products I use to get my hair the way it was in my Nordstrom video. So I am going to take you through from beginning to end what I do on a daily basis to take care of my hair. I have said it before in videos, I'm going to say it over and over and over again. If you choose to wear your hair long, no matter what age you are, you must keep it healthy, especially if you are an older woman, because if you do not, fried hair is going to add at least 5 to 10 years to your look. And that is why people say, oh, when you get older, you should cut your hair up, because so many women do not keep their hair healthy with age. It is important. And no matter what you decide to color your hair, not to color your hair, it should be healthy no matter what. So today I'm going to walk you through what I use. I also want to mention, for those of you who do not know, I am a licensed cosmetologist. So I use a lot of products that are salon-based products, but you can buy these products from Ulta. Ulta has many of them. I've yet to find drugstore styling products that do much for me, so I apologize for that up front. So let's get going. First step, either at night or early in the morning, as soon as I get up, I pre-treat my hair. I should say that I usually wash my hair almost every day. The only time I do not wash my hair is if it's my laundry cleaning day at home, and maybe one day on the weekend, depending on what we're doing. But I have, for most of my life, washed my hair every single day. And I feel that people really should be washing their hair a little bit more with all of the styling products and dry shampoo people are putting on their heads, because the scalp is the most important thing for healthy hair. I think any hairdresser would tell you that. And I should also say that genetically, I am very blessed to have a full head of hair. My mother had a full head of hair till the day she died, and my father had a full head of hair as well. I have a ton of hair, but my hair is very fine in texture, and my hair by nature is extremely dry and frizzy. When it's humid out, I am a cottonhead. Okay, so that gives you a little rundown of what's going on here when I haven't styled it, all right? So first step, pre-treatment. Let's get back to it. Pre-treatment, products I'm using today, and I use for most of my pre-treatment, I use the Moroccan oil, and this is the regular, and I also will use the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day. Now, I don't always use these together, but once a week, I do use this. All the rest of the days, I just pre-treat with oil, and I either do it at night before I go to bed, and I do not have a problem with things transferring onto my pillowcase. My hair is so dry, it really absorbs it right in. Or I will do this as soon as I get up in the morning if I have time, and I will leave it on for an hour. You don't have to leave it on as long as I do, but if you can leave it on overnight, it's just working more benefits for your hair. It's a good thing. But if you can't leave it on even for the hour, 20 minutes is good. 15, 20 minutes is good. Try to get into the habit of a pre-treatment. It does protect your strands once you get into the shower and you start to wash your hair. Okay, so I do that, and then I will let it sit either overnight or for at least an hour, and then I get in the shower. When I get in the shower, I wet my hair, and right now in my rotation, I have 2 brands of shampoo. I always try to have 2 brands of shampoo, and the ones that I love the most happen to be these 2. I have used so many, and I will, from time to time, change these out, but one of them is always in the rotation. And that is Color Proof, and this is their Super Rich Moisture Shampoo and Conditioner. I really do like this. Now, the conditioner conditions, but it doesn't really detangle as much as I would like. But I do like both of these products. My most favorite conditioner is by Moroccan Oil, and it is the hydrating conditioner. So I also use the hydrating shampoo and conditioner by Moroccan Oil, and these are sulfate-free, color safe. That's important. You spend a lot of money on your color, You don't want to use a shampoo that's going to strip it right out or help it to fade quicker than it would. And redhead needs, you need to really be careful of that. But if you're a redhead, you know that. All right, so those are my two shampoos. So I get in, I shampoo out and condition. And then you don't have to condition, but I do because I have extremely dry hair. So if you want to skip the condition part after you've washed, I move into masking. And masking, the two I have in my rotation right now, which will change once one of these is empty, I will move a new one in that I like. And I do love a lot of the Kerastase, but you can go to Ulta and you can find packs of hair mask. They have them up on the wall. There's so many to choose from now. And that's the way I find one I really love, and then I buy the big jug. So why buy the big jug if something's not gonna work for you? And for me, my mask, I want it to condition. I don't want it to weigh my hair down, and I want it to leave my hair with lots of shine and feeling conditioned. Now, if you're somebody who thinks, oh, I don't want it to weigh my hair down, I have hardly any hair and it's really fine, don't put it on your scalp. Just mask your ends. Your ends of your hair, anything that comes out of the head is dead. And you need to keep that conditioned. So I'm using the Colleen Rothschild Quench and Shine Restorative Mask. Really, really, really love this. Or I'm using the Redken Diamond Oil. Everything will be listed and linked below for you, in case you can't see the labels, okay? But love both of these. As I mentioned, I love the Kerastase mask. So what I'm doing in the shower when I'm masking, this is my quick masking because I do deep conditioning masking once a week, but this is my quick masking. What I do is I take a little bit of it and I just run it through the mid shaft down because I don't necessarily need it all up here. This is not damaged hair, it's all down here. And I'll just really address all of this down here so that, you know, I'm really giving it a deep condition for at least 2 or 3 minutes while I'm shaving my legs or something. And I really love the Colleen Rothschild. I've used this mask. I've gone through several of these as well. They both work really, really well. If you have a mask that you love, you go ahead and you use that mask. So now it is time to comb through with the conditioner and the mask. Everyone should have a wide tooth comb in their shower. You will take it and you will start from the ends and you go ahead and you just comb through the ends with that conditioner and you just work your way up until you're to the top of your hair. You have no tangles left in your hair. And what you're doing here is you're really helping to distribute that mask or the conditioner through every single strand of your hair. And I just love doing this. And then when you get out of the shower, you no longer have any tangles to get through. So scalp health. I mentioned that scalp health is very important. Now I will mention here, I did not do it. I do not do it that much because I don't use a lot of styling products or dry shampoos on my scalp. But if you are someone, you need to get that cleaned up. So you should be using a clarifying shampoo that is color safe. You don't want one that's going to strip your hair color out or anything like that, so read labels. And you need to do that at least a couple times a month to get that buildup off your scalp and to really get the strands of your hair clean. Because, you know, I mean, just think, if you're putting all that on your scalp, you think you're shampooing it off, but it may not be coming off, so then you're suffocating. I also use a scalp stimulator brush. This one is new by Colorproof, but you can find these in other brands. But if you can get this one, it's really nice because it has really long teeth. And all I do is I will just massage my scalp quickly with this all the way around. And what I'm doing is I'm helping to stimulate blood flow. Anytime you massage, you'll get a little red. You're stimulating blood flow, which is great for the roots of your hair. So I am stimulating blood flow and just really cleaning the scalp up even better because this is a scalp cleansing brush. So with the shampoo in there, that's when you're doing this, okay? So I have done that. So now I'm all detangled, shaved, cleansed, everything. So now I'm going to get out and I like to use the Turby towels. I like these because I really do think they absorb a lot of the moisture out, and I like to get as much moisture out before I start my styling products or my blow drying. So I use this. Now, if you're someone who uses a towel and you're used to going like this, don't do that because you're causing friction, and this, when your hair is wet, it is most fragile. So don't do that. Don't rub. Squeeze the water out. Don't rub. I never rub because, you know, I already have frizzy hair as it is. I don't need it. And then when it's wet, if you're doing this and your hair is fragile, you could be breaking hair. So squeeze, or use the Turby, even better. And you can find these at TJ Maxx and Marshalls, Bed Bath & Beyond, Sephora, all kinds of places have these. And I just put it in, and it gets really, really wet because it absorbs a lot of the water. So now I'm sitting down at my vanity, and I need to go through with my wide tooth comb again, just to make sure I have, everything, the tangles all out, and I do. And then I go in with my most favorite blow drying products, and you should be using something that is giving you a little heat protector. And so I'm using the Kerastase Elixir Ultime Oil. This is my most favorite oil for wet hair before I blow dry it, because I have other oils that I love. I know, I'm crazy. And I'm mixing in a little bit of this. Now, I love this. It conditions and it gives me great, it really does smooth the hair. It helps my frizz. And it was so expensive. I really didn't want to buy this because this I can't get wholesale, but I bit the bullet and I bought it. And it is the Shuyurima, and it is the Nourishing Oil in Cream Camilla Oil. Now, Camilla oil is a very good oil for hair, so I blend these two, and they are beautiful together. They really give me great shine together, and they do help with the frizz. All right, so that's what I've done there. So now I take my wide tooth comb and I comb through them again just to make sure that I have that product all distributed. Now, just in case you didn't notice, I don't put it on my scalp. I put it on all of this hair and really work it in. I work it into the ends a little bit. I massage it into those ends. Then I will just take a tiny bit of the oil, rub it in my hands, and just like this, just to get those top highlighted pieces so that they have shine and they are smooth, okay? So now we go and we blow dry. So for blow drying, I do a rough blow dry first, and I am using the Dyson blow dryer. I love the Dyson blow dryer. I think it is well worth the money. However, you need to treat it with kid gloves because you really paid a lot of money for it, and if you don't clean that little vent out, you're going to have a little bit of a problem. But anyway, I use the Dyson blow dryer and I do a rough dry it's a real quick rough dry, and all it is just to remove a little bit of the dampness because I want to put my volumizer in now, or my root volume, and I like to do that with a little bit less water. I just think the product works a little bit better for me. And notice I'm not saturating or using way too much of this, and I'm using the Moroccan Oil Root Boost. This gives just the right amount of volume for me. It doesn't take the shine away. It's just really perfect for my needs, okay? So now I continue on. I'm using round brushes, and these are the Nanothermic, and this is the Ceramic Ion from Olivia Garden, round brushes, and these are, say, about a 2-inch, and I have several brushes. I like to use more than one brush because I like to leave it there and then move on. You'll see they fall out on me. So I dry my hair thoroughly with the brushes, and I usually come a little bit forward with it because then when you swing it back, you'll see that some volume has been created. So make sure every single strand is dry, because if you leave any of your hair damp, if you go outside and it's humid, it's going to frizz up on you. The moisture will just poof and frizz up, or it's going to interfere with your hot rollers. So make sure it's fully dry, and then I go through just before I'm done to go to my hot rollers, and I do a cool shot throughout the whole head, and that brings out the incredible shine, my friends. And it will also, if you're just going to blow dry, it will also lock in that curve of the round brush. So now I'm going to I'm going to bring in my rollers, and I use Babyliss Pro, all one size. I use all but one roller. I can use all rollers, but today I had one straggler left behind. I roll 3 on the top, 2 down on each side, and then the back I just grab hair. I try not to grab too much hair, and make sure that your ends are smoothly wrapped onto the hot roller. I like these rollers because they do have like a little bit of a velvet coating on them, so my hair is not laying on a really hot roller. And you'll notice I do not use a flat iron. I do not use curling irons. Maybe a couple times a year I may use a curling iron if I want beachy waves, but I do not use hot tools. I feel that the flat iron was the worst thing ever invented for people, and I realize that people that have full hair that want straight hair, it's their best friend and they're never going to stop using it, but they are damaging to the hair because people turn them up too high, and then they'll put hairspray before they use them, and then they're sizzling and smoking. So if you're going to use those, proceed with caution, really don't turn it up so high. Anyway, so I move into my hot rollers, and I just clip them all in. These clips you can buy separately, and I believe hot rollers come with them now. Hot rollers are becoming more and more, they're so much harder to find now. They sell them, but they always have the tiny one. Who uses those tiny ones? Now I leave my rollers in. I will put my makeup on, and then I usually will put my clothes outfit on. If my shirt is a button up, that'll go on. And then I will take my rollers out. So anywhere from a half hour to 45 minutes, depending. Sometimes I'll leave them in an hour if I have the time. It all depends on what my schedule is for the day. But anyway, I do leave them in as long as I possibly can. And then I will remove the rollers, and I don't fuss. I don't brush it, I don't anything. I take my fingers and I just run it through, and I let it shape itself. Now I've been playing with it because I did this video once already and it was way too long. So I brushed through it in that last video. So the less you do, the longer your curl's gonna stay. And I don't believe you need a brush at this point. Unless you want it to look very coiffed and smooth, then you're gonna need to run a brush through. But I don't. I just go ahead and style it, and then I put my hairspray on. And the hairspray I'm using today, I like to find alcohol-free styling products. As I had mentioned, not always possible, but they are becoming more available for us. And Pantene has a alcohol-free hairspray. It's called their Air Spray. And Healthy Sexy Hair Pure Addiction is also alcohol-free. So this one, it's a decent, it doesn't really, if you're looking for a lot of hold, this may not be the one for you. This one has a little bit more hold, but still not a lot. But anyway, so that is what I do to keep my hair healthy. That's what I did today to style it. That's what gave me all the shine, the products that I use today. If you would like to see hair videos on my favorite products, or products that I think are the best for this or that, or whatever, let me know in the comments, because I don't do them. For one, I have a lot of hair and a very long hair, and I know a lot of people don't wear their hair that way when they get older, but I know there's a lot of you that are growing your hair out. So you let me know in the comments what you would like to see from me in regard to hair videos, because they do take a lot of time to do, and if nobody is really interested in them, I don't think that I would spend the time doing them. So that is all up to you. Now I did want to mention something. Now I don't need these at all, but I did want to mention them because a lot of people, they have thin, fine hair, and they would love to have more hair. Now, if you obviously have hair that is so thin you can see your scalp, this may not work for you. But wigs are very high fashion now, ladies. So if you are someone who has very little hair and your scalp shows, Lou's mom was like that. She had very, very, very fine hair, very thin hair. You always saw her scalp, no matter what style she had. So wigs become your best friend, and they are nice now. I tell you, if I didn't have this head of hair, I'd be wearing wigs all the time. I would be like Cher, wearing a wig all the time. So, look into wigs. Wigs, and there are people on YouTube that do a lot of wig videos. We also have clip-ins that you can use instead of having hair extensions, because those can get very expensive. But these are from Irresistible Me. I showed these a long time ago, And these are really nice. You can get them in all different lengths. You can also buy just their large weft on your own if you're just needing a little bit of volume in the back, or you just want to add a little bit of length to a ponytail. Just look at the site and pick out a color that really works for you and a length that works for you, and you get a lot. I mean, if you want to see these in my hair, I will put them in my hair in a video so you can see. But I mean, this color works for me because I have all different colors running through my hair. But these are an option for you as well, ladies. You know, little pieces to clip in just to give you a little volume where you need it. If you're somebody who has thinning sides, and you know, you can just clip these in and it'll thicken up your sides for you. You do have to have enough hair to cover the clips on the weft. Many ask what supplements I take for hair care. Do I take a collagen? I will say that I have been taking a collagen powder supplement for years. I will list and link it below. I also take, I've cut back on a lot of the vitamins because of acid reflux, but I do take vitamin D, vitamin K. I take a fish oil. I take a magnesium. I take, you know, some supplements. I don't eat fish, but I do eat a lot of healthy fats, avocados being one of them, nuts and seeds. These all contribute to healthy hair, as well as fruits and vegetables. Having a bad diet is gonna wreak havoc on everything. So clean up your diet a little. You may see a difference in your hair. Drink water. You know, if your skin and your nails are brittle, that's, you know, that could be a sign that you have some health issues going on. And let's keep that in mind. Health issues do interfere with hair. Menopause, a lot of women lose hair with menopause. I actually did lose some hair with menopause. A natural shedding is normal. To lose some hair in the shower is normal. It's like your dog or your cat. When you run your hand, you know, pet your dog or your cat, you can see hair flying out. That's just loose hair. It's a natural process. Don't let that worry you. But if you're noticing that clumps are falling out, you need to see a doctor. So incorporate a healthy diet, fruits, vegetables, healthy fats, nuts, seeds. If you're a fish eater, the oily, fatty fishes are really good for, you know, really lubricating the outer part of our body. All right, so that's it, my friends. That's how I style my hair on a daily basis. And those are some of the products I'm using right now. But so you let me know in the comments if you want to see more in the way of hair videos from me, and whatever you want. You just let me know in the comments. Talk to me. Come on, talk to me. Tell me what you want, all right? All right, my friends, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget, my ageless beauties, subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you are made aware of all the videos that I am putting out. Go out in the world and be happy, healthy, beautiful, and most of all, my friends, lovable. I love you all. Bisous.